This is Texans TV.
It's time, my friends, and we're so very happy that you're with us here on Texans 360. My name's Drew Doherty. I'm your host, and we're here at the Houston Methodist Training Center across the street from NRG Stadium, where things are busy, as you might imagine. We got a fun show today. We're going to have much more from DeMeco Ryan's first few days on the job, but we start with an interview with the general manager, Nick Caserio. He met with Mark Vandermeer and John Harris on Texans Radio.
Here in the Hyundai Texans radio studio for the first time, sort of, in 2023, it's Nick Caserio, general manager of your Texans. How's it going, Nick?
Fellas, great to be here. Good to see you.
Good to see you. I know you've been busy, new head coach, putting a staff together, putting evaluation together for the coming season. So give us a little update of what you've been doing since the press conference introducing DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Kind of full speed ahead. So we've kind of been immersed in a little bit of everything. First and foremost was the focus on the coaching staff, trying to solidify the staff. Went through a process there last week, multiple moving parts, but just trying to identify some different people and players coaches that we thought, would be a fit for what we're doing. So that was the primary focus. Now that we kind of have, I would say, the majority of the staff in place, we've kind of transitioned to the new staff sort of familiarizing themselves with our team, so to have an understanding of what we have here, both players on the roster and then players that will be free agents, before we transition to looking at players externally in terms of who's going to be available league-wide. So that's kind of the bucket for the coaches. And on the scouting side, we actually have our staff here, college scouting staff here. So we're going through our second round of draft meetings where this is a little bit more granular in terms of the evaluation, where we actually talk about the player, what's the role, what's the vision, what's the grade, how do we see that player, and then earmarking some players that we haven't had the opportunity to visit with in terms of underclassmen. We'll have an interaction with them at the combines.
I missed you in Mobile, my man.
I watched all the tape. Don't worry.
I'm sure
I got
you
caught
did.
up on it.
I'm sure you did. So since I wasn't here while that was going on, I was watching from afar, and obviously, didn't have a chance to talk to you about that. Just the decision to bring on DeMeco Ryans, what's that meant to you? How's the relationship between the two of you? And how much did you know DeMeco before this whole process?
Yeah, great question. We really didn't know each other all that well. I think we knew of each other. Played against the teams that he was on here, both here in Houston, and we actually played against Philadelphia there at the end when he was on the roster. So it was really more from afar, and the first opportunity to really get to know him a little bit more in detail was when we interviewed him, for the first time. Obviously had an existing relationship with the organization, so let's say a little bit more intimate just from him on a personal level, but when we actually, from a football standpoint, really we didn't have that much dialogue or discussion. But I'd say fast forward to where we are now, I mean, it's been awesome the last however many days since he's been here. It's kind of funny. He hasn't stopped because he's gone from end of their season, and he literally flew out here the next day for our kind of second follow-up interview. Then we named him the head coach. Then he went back to San Fran. Then he came back for the press conference. Then he went home. Now he's been here. And we have multiple discussions on a daily basis. He's actually been in some of our draft meetings, so he's just starting to hear about some of these players for the first time, sort of make some of his notes. I mean, he's been really a joy to work with. I mean, I have a lot of respect and appreciation for him, both on a personal and professional level. We understand we have a lot of work ahead of us, but he's been great to work with and just try to be a resource and a sounding board and just really us kind of lean on each other a little bit, respect where he's coming from on some things. Well, I have some viewpoints, and we kind of have to blend them together and ultimately into making good decisions for the organization.
Nick, good coaches can come from anywhere, but DeMeco was a player. So coaches who have been players at a high level, especially at a leadership position the way he was, what does that mean as they become a head coach? And it feels like just a couple of months ago that he was actually playing this game, yet he's been coaching for a while too.
Yeah, there's certainly something to be said for it, and you're starting to see when you look around the league a little bit, it become a little bit more commonplace. I certainly can't reduplicate that when, you're with the player, you're having a dialogue with the player. A coach that's a player understands essentially every dynamic that the player might be going through, both on a personal level, both on a professional level. What's a week-to-week kind of workload like? What happens after a game? How do you feel after the game? The mindset in the off season, like that, for a player to go through that or having gone through that, now he's looking at it through a coach lens, and to be able to have an understanding of what the player that is sitting across from you goes through, it's huge. When you look at the AFC South, I mean, really, would you have 3 former players that are head coaches, and Mike, Doug, and DeMeco. Shane played, but it's a different dynamic. But I mean, it's certainly valuable. It's not the sole criteria, but when you factor it into the overall equation, there's certainly relevance, and it's important. It ends up being maybe more important than you realize.
Nick, as you were talking about basically your February, as it's been, there's so many different balls that you're juggling as you're trying to you're making sure that you guys are on point with what you want to do at the combine. You get DeMeco hired, and now you're thinking about a coaching staff. And so I want to go there with this. Hiring a coaching staff, I think to the outside world, maybe it's just, well, this guy, so this guy comes in and you kind of move the chess pieces around. But inside the building, it feels a whole lot more difficult than that. What is kind of the process as you go through of building a coaching staff? And what's the biggest thing that you look for when you are trying to build that staff? Obviously, DeMeco and what he wants to do, but how difficult does that become to get together how many ever person staff you're going to have?
No, it's certainly a process. Fit is important. And really what we have to do kind of as a staff, as an organization, is rely on the people that we have here to gather information. So everybody's going to have, I would say, opinions. I've worked with such and such a coach. He could be a good coach, a good fit. Well, what's important? What's the criteria? What's important to the head coach? Is the coach available? Is he interested in coming here? Can he actually get out of his contract? Does he have other options? Right. So you have to weigh all those factors, but you really try to start at the macro level, on a coordinator level, and then once you kind of fill in the coordinator level, then supplement the rest of the infrastructure on the respective side of the ball. And you have to take into consideration your existing staff, because there could be some coaches on the staff that was here previously that end up staying. You could be moving on from some of those folks. You're going to be bringing in replacements from other places, whether it's San Francisco or maybe they were somebody else. So you rely on information. We actually had a fair amount of traffic in the building with coaches that we interviewed. So DeMeco and I talked to a number over Zoom, and then we distilled it down and said maybe there's 2 or 3 people that we want to bring in to the facility, spend a little more time with, just to get a little more feel and do a little more research.
All right, Nick, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
After the break, DeMeco meets his co-workers. The head coach and the Texans staff get together.
I'm here to help you all, and you all are very vital to our success. So any way I can help you all, just please stop me. Feel free to let's talk and figure it out. Hello. Wow, excited to be here. Thank you all for all your hard work, and y'all down here grinding. So we appreciate it. A lot of calls. I'm here to help you all, and you all are very vital to our success. So any way I can help you all, just please stop me. Feel free to let's talk and figure it out. So just making sure everybody's excited about coming to work. Everybody's excited about reaching the same goal, and that's for us to become winners on Sunday. So what you guys do is an important piece to that as well, to making sure the stadium is filled up, and that excites the players a lot. When you can walk out of that tunnel and you can see the crowd, you can see the fans excited, about the game day experience, like that does a lot for a player, right? It helps you to play a little bit harder, right? So what you guys do is filling the seats is important for our play on the field, right? It correlates. Again, can't thank you all enough for all of your hard work, and keep it rolling. All right, keep it rolling. Thank you for the time.
Texans 360 rolls on, and DeMeco Ryans started his job, and he started it with gusto. Had a fantastic press conference at NRG Stadium, and then he had to meet a lot of his co-workers. He even went over to the Kirby box office, where the Houston Texans ticketing department is, and he closed some deals.
How we doing?
Coach, welcome to the KBO.
Thank you. Excited. I hear there's a lot of energy over here, huh? A lot of energy. You guys are fired up, so excited to be here. Hear the bell ringing a little bit. So thank you guys for all of the hard work you guys do. And when we come out of that tunnel, right, we want to see the stadium filled up with all of the people you guys are talking to, right? Getting them to buy tickets, right? We want them in the stands. We want them fired up about us, but we also know we have to do our part, right? As a team, players, all right, we're going to do our part as far as coaching them up, making sure they give us exciting play on the field. So to keep fans fired up, we got to make sure we're playing with the energy and the excitement as well. So thank you all right? Thank you all for the work that you guys are doing. It all is very important, right? We all work together. You guys win in here, we're going to win on the field, all right? So thank you, thank you, thank you.
So Nate was a season ticket member with us from like 2008 to 2009 time period. Talked with him earlier this week. You're the reason he's joining.
Oh, wow.
So he hadn't been to a game between the 2010 to 2022 season.
Wow.
So he's pretty fired up, but I'm going to ring him in here and kind of introduce y'all, all right?
All right.
Hey, Nate, how you doing?
Wonderful.
Good, man, good. Hey, know we've been bouncing around some different season ticket ideas. Had a special guest pop his head by the office. You still have a free minute?
Absolutely.
Awesome, man, awesome. I'm gonna hand the phone over to my special guest, all right?
Okay.
How's it going, man? This is DeMeco Ryans.
DeMeco,
Yes, sir.
welcome back home, brother.
Hey, it's
Welcome back home.
thank you very much, man. Excited to be here.
Hey, hey, man, we excited to have you back in the fold. I don't know if Ryan explained it to you, but by virtue of you coming back home, it's prompted me to come back home.
Hey, man, we couldn't be happier to have you back, man, and it's our job, right? It's our job here, man, to make you proud, right? So we got to put, the way we play out on that field, man, we want to make you proud, right? That you're a season ticket holder. We want to give you something exciting to come and see every single Sunday, anytime we line up, anytime we come out of that tunnel, man, we're doing it for you, right? So your support means everything to us, and can't thank you enough, and we're so excited to have you back in the fold, man.
Yeah. Well, like I say, man, I was there cheering you on as a player, and rocking your number 59 jersey. So you know what I mean? Like I said, everybody's pumped up, and this time I'm bringing 3 friends with me, man, that were not in the fold last time. I mean,
We can't thank you enough, man. That means everything to me to understand how excited you are for where we're headed and our future. And again, like I told you earlier, man, we just want to make sure we put a product out there on the field that you're proud to cheer for. So we can't thank you enough, man, and we're excited to have you back in the family. Thanks again.
all right, thank
All right,
you, man. Have a
take
good
care.
one.
Do the same.
All right.
All right, we can ring the bell now. Fired up. That's cool. No. Oh, where is it? Oh, here we go. Got it. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all that you do. All right. Thanks for the time. All right. Y'all have a great one.
In just a moment, DeMeco hits the town, gets some grub, and meets a special someone.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Welcome home.
Yes, ma'am. It's such an honor. Such an honor to be here and to be back. Hi. Good. How you doing, Carrie? Nice to meet you, Carrie.
I'm so glad to see you.
Yes, ma'am.
We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Welcome home.
Yes, ma'am. It's such an honor. Such an honor to be here and to be back as the coach.
Try not to cry.
Oh,
That's okay.
oh,
The biggest fan DeMeco has for a long time.
thank you
Maybe
so
next
much.
to his mother.
Thank you so
We're
much.
just so happy to have you here.
Yes, ma'am. That means a lot.
It's a dream to us.
Yes, ma'am. It's a dream to
We're
me.
going to have great times.
We are. We are.
Lots of celebrations.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. DeMeco, and I love what you had to say about your mother.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
My
hopefully
mother.
I'll get to meet her sometime.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll try to make that happen. She's been very instrumental in me
Maybe she'll
growing
come
up.
out and fish with us or something.
Yeah, we need to get her out. Keep her active. But yeah, she's a great lady. Yeah, she did a lot of hard work growing up, and it always just was stuck in my mind that, wow, like, she sacrificed so much.
Yeah, and that you know to appreciate it.
Yes,
as well.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I wanted to take care of her as best I could.
the whole city is just thrilled that
Yes,
you're with
ma'am.
us.
Yeah, we're just as thrilled to be back. We're just as thrilled to be back. It's being away from here for 6 years it was hard trying to go back and forth, and with the coaching, you never kind of know where you're gonna end up.
But now we got it all set.
Got it all settled. Yes, ma'am. All settled, all in the right place. So it's a fun time, exciting time.
A house call of a unique kind there for DeMeco Ryans and Janice McNair. All right, we roll right along here on Texans 360, and Ryans got a chance to go across the loop to a favorite old haunt, and he met up with some Texans fans.
All right. Hi. 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 Hi, guys. Hey, what's going on? Thank you.
Can't tell you how excited we are.
What's up, man? Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, how's it going? Hey, good to see you again. Hi. Great to see you guys.
Yes, sir.
Great to see you.
Back in the 8s, man.
Oh, yeah. Excited to be back. Got it? All right.
I saw your video, how excited you were.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you came around that corner, it was like as soon as you saw the stadium,
Yeah.
it like took your breath away
Man,
for a
it
minute,
did, man. It's special.
That is awesome,
special,
man.
Excited to be back home.
We are
Yeah.
so excited.
That's
man.
awesome,
You
man.
have no clue.
That's,
brought life back to this.
that's awesome. That's great to hear. We're ready to do it.
I mean, it's we on
Let's do it. Yeah, we on fire. Let's do it. That's awesome.
We've been watching you from
That's awesome.
2006 to now, and you just gave us all the hope in the
Man.
world that we can get this thing the way we all want it to be.
That's
man.
awesome, man.
And I'm
That's-
happy, man.
I
couldn't
appreciate
be
you, bro.
happier,
Appreciate it, man.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it. That means everything, man. All right. Yeah, let's do it. Where you wanted it. Wherever you want. All right. Oh, awesome. No, let's do it. Right here, I got you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So excited to be back here. Awesome.
It's a good day for
What's
me.
up, man?
This is a good day for me.
That's big time. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you. No, thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Enjoy your
All
lunch.
right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it. Nice meeting you guys. Nice meeting you as well. All right, we'll be looking for you. All right, thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you. Nice to see you, man. Thank you so much. All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Appreciate you, bro.
I will become a Texas fan again.
Man,
I will be wearing I will
That's
be
awesome.
taking the Astros hat off and putting the
Wow.
Texas hat back
That's
on.
awesome.
One love, fam.
Man, I
One love.
appreciate it. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good one.
Coming up, Laremy Tunsil at the Pro Bowl. LT wired for sound. One final segment here of Texans 360. We're so happy that you're checking us out. You know, the Pro Bowl was different this year than it has been over the previous 40, 50 years. It wasn't a game. It was a bunch of games, including a little bit of flag football. Laremy Tunsil, the lone Texan representing Houston at the Pro Bowl, and the left tackle was wired for sound.
If you could be any animal, what would you be?
Anteater. So random.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. Yes.
Does a straw have one hole or
Two.
two holes?
Already two. I already know that one.
My experience today was solid. It was a solid experience. I got to do the water ball toss challenge.
Players from each conference break into pairs and toss a water balloon back
And I overthrew the water balloon, so
That's tough. I lost it. I wasn't trying to launch it hard.
yeah, it was solid. So, but the AFC is up in points, so that sounds good. Closest to that chicken we can get.
They want to play dodgeball.
Time now for our first game of epic Pro Bowl dodgeball.
Well, we're going to get a pick before we get out of here.
Absolutely. I'm with that.
All best boys.
Man, you got that bag too, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Proud of you, bro. yeah. Hey, D. Doc, what's up, LT? What's up, buddy? What's up?
What you got? Now what you doing?
A little mood change.
Bro, come on, bro, for real. You're short, nigga.
How you need me?
I need you get
It's always good to see the players, man. All these great players, of course, but it's always good to see Darren Henrick because we've been going at it since high school. You know, I always used to come see him play in high school. He'll come see me play in high school, so it's always good to see him doing well.
How they approach. There's some strategy involved here too, Marcus.
I got nervous when I heard 5,000 pounds. What? But I thought about the big fellas and exactly what they're doing right now. Get this weight off as fast as you can.
Look at Frank Ragnow.
The AFC actually looks like they have a tremendous strategy. What is the
They're just sliding them on.
I don't know. Did they start late?
They're trying to pull. The AFC's got everybody taking the weight off so they can get it done.
I got this. Gotta try to move this. All 5 first down markers must be placed in receptacles to win. So here they go pulling.
I mean, look how smart this is.
1,000-pound wall.
Look how smart this is.
The AFC.
Look at the NFC over there. Look, they done gave up.
Big fella.
That's all we got for this week's Texans 360, but we sure do appreciate you watching, and we want you back again next week at the same time and same place. And hey, this show wouldn't happen if it weren't for Tyler Suddarth and Gardy Swingby and a whole cast of others. I'm Drew Doherty, and we will see you next time. Until then, go Texans. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to know when we post new content.